Hi, I'm Carrie Bevis, Managing Director of Community and Partnerships at I4CP, and I am here with Marie Potter, Senior Director of Culture and Development at Getty Images. She'll be joining me on stage at the I4CP Next Practices Now conference in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, for a fireside conversation about how to embrace change to build a healthy culture. Thanks for joining me, Marie.
Thanks for having me, Carrie. I'm excited to see you in Arizona soon.
Me too. I want to ask you, you occupy a role that oversees learning and development, diversity, equity, inclusion, and people analytics. What synergies have you found between these functions?
There is definitely a lot to say about how these three intersect. So one of my major roles here is looking at the culture and the engagement and the experience of our employees. And that really intersects everything from their training, their development, how we create inclusive communities, how we foster diversity and inclusion, and then also how we use analytics to tell the story of our people. In fact, that's what we do when we talk about culture and development. We talk about shaping and telling the story of our people. And so at Getty Images, we're used to being storytellers. We do this through our world-class imagery, inclusive of videos, and culture and development at Getty Images tries to model that by helping shape and tell the story, as I've said, of our people at Getty Images.
I love that you all are focusing on storytelling. That is such a huge theme. What would you say is your greatest lesson learned about how to affect culture change at Getty Images?
I love that question because when I think about culture change, I actually first like to dissect it before I put it back together. And that first word, actually the last word of what you said, change. Change is inevitable. And whether it's changing architecture of work, changing people, changing perspectives, changing feelings, we're constantly going through changes on both a personal and a professional level. And recognizing, first of all, that our employee base are recipients of change and catalysts for change, it's just important to kind of be okay with that and to be comfortable with the fact that this will happen. And then when we think about culture, that's how we respond to, react to, and prepare for any change that may come. So when we think about culture change, it is again thinking at the heart of the people and what they need, what they're experiencing. And then when you think about HR and leadership, how we are championing people through that, how we're supporting people through that, how we're making sure we're being clear and open and transparent at the right times with the right level of information, so that one day when you step back and you've gone through maybe a lot of change, which I feel like our world has been going through for a couple of years here now, you can look back and you say, how's our culture weathered that? Has it gotten stronger? Do we need to work on something over here or something over there? It's a constant, just like change is a constant. Thinking about our culture is a constant.
And there's something really interesting I learned, that at Getty Images, you approach employee well-being as a core part of your culture as well, rather than a set of programs and benefits that need to be managed. How have you helped leaders and employees adopt that mindset and thrive at Getty Images?
So something that we do is we always go back to our foundational core, and that for us is our leadership principles. And I know a lot of organizations have core guiding principles or just what drives the culture of their business. And for us, it's our leadership principles. We have one that is care, are kind, courteous, respectful. We have another one that is about being inclusive. And when we think about well-being, it's at the core of what we are. It's about caring for people and also recognizing that we're all different and we have different things that we are going through, whether that manifests in a physical or emotional or mental way. People carry all this to work. And because of that, we want to make sure that we are aware, that we are responsive, but that we're also equipping our employees, our managers, all to understand how to thrive through whatever is going on, so that they can kind of be their whole authentic self and focus on their work, focus on what can help them thrive within their jobs. And so at Getty Images, what we really try to do is, first of all, we talk about it and we make sure that we acknowledge all that's going on. And then we try to be proactive by putting in resources and programming, which includes space for conversations and space for people to dive in. And then from there, we continue to refine and adapt. And remember that culture change conversation we just had a second ago? It's exactly like that. This is part of our culture, and well-being and thriving through all that's going on is definitely part of that culture change.
Thank you. I have to hold myself back right now to keep asking more, but we will get to that.
I want to keep talking more.
Yes. Well, I can't wait to be on stage with you to continue the conversation at the conference. Thanks for taking the time, Marie.
Thanks. I'll see you soon.